I can remember when I first started doing hair 20 plus years ago, and the only haircut that I mastered was the one length bob. And I would try to convince every client to get that same look. Finally, my mentor said, Tony, I am sick and tired of seeing every client leave the salon looking the same way. Why don't you do some different haircuts? And you know, the truth is, I was really afraid, and I didn't feel comfortable cutting looks that didn't have a strong weighted line. So after much practice, I finally did get it. And actually, this is what inspired me to create this video. This is for those of you who have had trouble removing a weight line from a haircut, or for those of you who are really not confident or not sure how to do it and you need a little coaching. So, are you ready? Stay with me because that is what's coming up next. Beauty industry professionals, Tony Garcia-Jackson here with Advanced Education for Beauty Industry Professionals. In today's Mannequin Monday video, I'm going to show you how to remove a weight line in just 4 steps. So let's get started. A weight line is a visual line in a haircut where the hair ends all hang together. Choose the right tool and technique. Now there are several different tools and techniques that can be used. You can use shears or a razor, and you can even use a point cutting technique. Isolate the weight line by sectioning away the hair that will not be cut. Use small vertical subsections and hold the hair at a 90-degree elevation. And cut hair using the shortest hair from the bottom of your subsection as your guide. Continue to cut away the weight line using small vertical subsections and a traveling guide. Be careful when you are cutting not to cut too much hair. It is perfectly okay to cut some hair, organize your guide, and continue cutting through your subsection. Remember that this is a traveling guide, so as you select your new subsection, be sure to grab a piece of the previous as your guide for cutting your new subsection. As you begin cutting through your subsection, your elevation begins at 90 degrees. However, as you move towards the top of the subsection, the hair is no longer cut at a 90-degree elevation. What we're actually doing is creating a linear line as we cut through the section. Now the natural tendency is to follow the round of the head, and this too will remove weight. However, in this case, I want to avoid creating too many internal layers. As I move through my sections, I continue to take part of the previous section as my guide to cut my next section. Remember not to cut too much hair at one time and leave your subsections fine enough that you can see the guide through them. Make sure that your body position lines up with your hand position. Notice how I am standing behind the mannequin as I cut through my subsection. The incorrect body position can make it difficult to cut the hair at your desired angle. As you are nearing the end of your section, continue to subsection all the way through. This area close to the temple and high recession is where I see a lot of unwanted overdirection. So pay close attention to your traveling guideline to avoid any unwanted overdirection around the face. Step 4, now let's check our work. We will check our work using horizontal lines. Now, as you move through your subsection, remember the imaginary linear shape that we created. Most of the section was cut with a 90-degree elevation. Clean up your sections by cutting away any longer than necessary hair, but avoid cutting and creating a new guide. Cut only what does not line up with your guide. Make an effort to keep your partings neat, and always keep your fingers parallel to your partings. This will help you produce a more precise haircut. Okay, we're done. Let's take a look at the before and the after. As you can see, our weight line has been removed. I'm glad you stayed with me. This concludes this week's Mannequin Monday video. Now, if you have some tips that you want to share to help remove a weight line from a haircut, please post them below because I would love to hear them. Now, take a few moments right now to subscribe to my channel so you can continue to get great tips and techniques. Also, let's stay connected through social media. And you can click the links to the right of the banner and I will follow you too. Thank you for watching, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next time with some more great tips that you can use to make more money doing exactly what you love. So long.